Hi everyone, Ched's here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is my first ever video on this channel, or second, but we're going to ignore the other one. And I've decided I was going to make a FIFA 23 video of my Luton Town in the Prem save, like starting that, which I could post if people want to see it, but instead I thought, actually, let's start with a 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa save, because I recently was clearing out my room and I found my old Xbox 360 games and my Xbox 360 in one of my cupboards. So I thought, what better way to open the channel than a bit of 2010 FIFA World Cup. I'm going to keep playing until I win with England. Gonna stick it on world class because I actually haven't played this since, I reckon I would have played it probably predating the 2014 World Cup, you know, just as a bit of fun. Gonna pick England, of course, because it's the home nation. Little jump skip there as I try and navigate some of the most difficult menus I've ever seen. But we're looking at the team now. Rob Green, everyone remembers him in that World Cup. Beckham's still in it. We got Walcott and James Milner, both back then would have been youngsters. It's actually a really high rated team. I'm not particularly sure what the formation is, 4-2-3-1. With the players on FIFA, I'm not going to stick to that, but we'll have to see. Probably a 4-4-2, so then I can have Lampard and Beckham in the middle, Rooney up front with a different striker. I haven't decided who I'm going to pick yet. Hopefully this will be the last segment now, because I've actually managed to get to the pick the team screen against the USA. I've decided on a 4-4-2 with Lennon and Beckham on the wing, Gerrard and Lampard in the middle, and a pretty standard back four. Hopefully Rob Green will not let in an absolute howler this time against America, so we can start off the World Cup run with a win. USA, Algeria and I think it's Slovenia are in the group, so it's not the toughest group. I've also decided that for the group stage games I'm going to do commentary after the games, just so I can kind of speed through them a bit more, because obviously they're not as important and they'll be a lot quicker, so shorter highlights compared to the finals themselves. So the rest of this is going to be commentary. Okay, so onto the commentary, although it probably sounds about the same. We're using the same mic, same setup, everything. It's just after the game's already happened. And I remember trying to skip this opening scene, but I just couldn't. Thankfully it was the only game that had this opening scene. But we're already, I can't actually see how many minutes into the video we are. Already 3 minutes into the video and I haven't even started the game. So I completely apologise for that, but this will be the only game where I have to do a proper introduction and I can't just get straight into the game. Okay, after the longest 5-minute introduction scene, Heskey is finally kicking off our first game of the series, our first FIFA game of the channel, and it honestly couldn't have started any better. Rooney gets the ball played to him on the right wing, lovely cross, back post, Lennon on the half volley, easy goal, 4 minutes in, 1-0 up against the States. Couldn't be any more perfect. This is looking like it's going to be a breeze. The phrase "I spoke too soon" doesn't really work when I post-recording the commentary, but anyway, we're looking comfortable until we get dispossessed in a bad position. Altidore played in behind, one-on-one with Rob Green. Rob Green makes a brilliant save, yet somehow Altidore does some kind of acrobatic kick, knocks it in, and 1-0. I mean, this half's just turning into a goal fest. Lovely cross to Rooney. Tim Howard completely out his goal. And Rooney finishes 2-1 up. Can we hold the 1-goal lead this time? At this point, I was under loads of pressure. I was hoping for half time. Unfortunately, wonderful crossing. Altidore left unmarked at the edge of the 6-yard box. He's not going to miss that. And a 45th minute equaliser means that we go in our first half, drawing 2-2, but with a big 45 minutes left. And we had to wait till 60 minutes for the first chance of the game after Terry absolutely fumbled a slide tackle. Thankfully, Rob Green was there to smother straight into the path of, I missed the name, Straight into the path of Davies. Thankfully he missed, and I thought, now I should probably make some subs because just weren't having any attacks. So this will be my only triple substitution of the series. I completely forgot you only get 3 subs, not 5. So I decided to bring off Beckham, get a bit of pace on the pitch. Also brought off Lampard just because I wanted to see what Carrick was like. And Defoe in for Heskey because Heskey's just done nothing. 90 minutes it took to get our first attack of the second half, which unfortunately was cut off by an absolutely brilliant tackle. USA cleared, one last chance, intercepted and cleared again. 2-2, not the worst result, definitely could have lost the game, but I think draw is a fair result. Draw is what the England team got in real life, although it was 1-1 when this was 2-2. Let's have a look at the ratings quick. Walcott getting a 4.2, so maybe I should have thought twice before bringing him off the bench. No one really standing out. Lennon 8.4 isn't really great because the ratings are quite inflated in this, you'll come to see. But yeah, 2-2 first game. Not terrible, but obviously we would have liked to win the first game. Hoping to build on it in the second, straight into the Algeria game. No messing about, I'll just let you know the changes. 4-2-3-1. We've switched to give it a go. Heskey comes out because Rooney's going to stay up front. Also going to bring in Milner. Rob Green's injured, so I've replaced him with Joe Hart. Gerrard's injured, so I think I replaced him with Gareth Barry. Hopefully we can get a good result here because we really need something going into the last game. England drew this 0-0 and they still got through, so a draw probably wouldn't ruin us too much, but I'm rooting for a win. First real chance the game goes our way. Lennon again on the wing. Crosses it to Beckham. Unfortunately saved. Still 0-0. 25 minutes in. So we now jump to 40 minutes in. Gareth Barry has it in the middle. Gets dispossessed. Gezel's in. I think that's how you say his name. Slide tackle. Is it a pen? No, thankfully right on the edge. Literally right on the edge. So Algeria with a good free kick here and they score. So we're 1-0 down. We're in a really bad position now because if we lose this, then we're probably out. So this is honestly the biggest problem with this game. So notice how it's just turned 45 minutes. See, the injury time in this game is ridiculously long. Alright, look. I've lost it there. Still going. Managed to play the ball onto the wing. Algeria now, through on goal, managed to run all the way there, cross it back, hits the post, thankfully. 2-0 down would really not be good. And we're still then also able to get an attack going. And then they win possession back. And it still hasn't called half time. They get another chance through, thankfully puts it wide, and that's the end of the half. But that is one thing I've noticed with this game. The injury time is ridiculously long. We did not look like a team that wanted this game, but thankfully at 70 minutes we got a chance through. Lampard unfortunately saves, still 1-0. Algeria can get it clear. On the counter-attack they've just passed it straight for our midfield, and now Jabor's through, Terry on him, loses him, Ferdinand slides him out from behind. It's a red card and a penalty. We're really up against it here. Jabor goes straight down the middle-ish to the left. I dive the right way, but Joe Hart doesn't save it, sadly. 2-0 down, 15 minutes left. Is this the first attempt of the series over already? Game ends 2-0, and yeah, awful performance. 1 point from 2 games. Let's check if there's actually any way we can get through to the next round. Okay, so I'm going to explain this while the start of the game plays in the background. There is a chance. Algeria and USA are both on 4 points. So the first thing that we need is for that game to not end in a draw. Then if we just get enough goal difference winning this game, we're through. So it's probably going to need a 4-0 or a 3-0 depending on the other scoreline. I'm not expecting the other scoreline to be like a 4-0 Algeria win or something. It's probably going to be a 1-0 or a 2-0 win if it ends up like that. So we need probably a 3-goal or a 4-0 win. I'll kind of let you know what it is as we go through the game, but I'm now going to skip to the important commentary bits. Okay, so after a few half chances here and there, Lampard gets a bit lucky with a deflection, is played through, fouled, good position. Still 0-0 in both games. Gerrard steps up, fresh in the team sheet again, and what a goal that is. What a goal. Now, as you'll see in the replay in a sec, is it really Gerrard's goal? I don't know. It was a bit of a fluke. It kind of looked like it came off the keeper and the post. But 1-0 up, not good enough because their game's still 0-0. Here you'll see it in the replay. Kind of hits the post. I think it was going in anyway, but then the keeper kind of palms it in his own net. So 1-0 up. We still need probably a couple more goals, so nothing to celebrate just yet, but it's a good start. Can we get hopeful now? USA go 1-0 up against Algeria, which means if we win 3-0, we go out on the head-to-head rule, which is like the fourth tiebreaker rule. If we win 4-0, we go through, so we're looking at 4-0. And right on half-time, after a few missed chances, Defoe's through. What a save by the keeper. So it looks like half-time, we're going in with a 1-goal advantage and a lot of work to do in the second half. Corner here, Lampard takes. Half chance, but unfortunately Slovenia clear. But the main reason I clipped that, if you just saw that there, USA 2, Algeria 0, which means that a 3-0 win is good enough to get us through. But that's still a big ask. Until Lampard plays Rooney through, and I wasn't taking any risks, so I decided to sweat it to Defoe, who scores his first goal of the World Cup, and that is a big goal. 2-0 up, 1 goal needed to get through, assuming USA Algeria stays the way it is. And come 83 minutes, it was exactly the way it is. So I decided to make some changes, brought on Milner, brought on Heskey, just in the hopes that anyone would just stick the ball in the back of the net and give us a chance of going through what was probably a big chance if we scored at this point. So Beckham, down the wing, big chance, number 1. Cuts it back to Rooney, straight at the keeper. What a chance. Will that chance cost us qualification? Thankfully, we win the ball back. This is 90 minutes now. Heskey's through. Heskey is through. And what a finish that is. I wish I had live commentary on. Or not live commentary, just kind of me there. That is just fairy tale-esque. If this was real life, the pubs would be going crazy. Heskey, 90th minute goal to send us through to the round of 16. It's only the round of the 16, but it still means so much. I did not want to go out in the group stage of our first attempt. After 2 pretty shocking games, we have turned it around at the final chance we had. Heskey puts us 3-0 up, and now we just have to hold this lead for about 3 minutes, although knowing World Cup 2020 mode, about 50 minutes. No, it was really quick that time, thankfully. We are through, Slovenia are out, no one really cares about that. I actually can't thank you enough if you've made it this far into the video. That is the last game of the episode. I will edit the next game, which is against Germany, the round of 16 match, straight after this, and then I'm not going to give away if we win or lose, obviously, but there'll either be a quarter-final in that episode as well, or a couple of group stage games, so please check that out if it's uploaded when you watch this. If you've made it this far, thank you so much, and consider subscribing, because I'm going to be a lot more active on this channel now.